Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be trying some soft speaking, and I'm just going to be reading the backs of certain novels that we have here. Today we're going to be starting with actually some novels that I'm a part of. We have 4 Harlequin romance novels where I am the model on the front of them, so we're going to start with A Rancher of Convenience, and there I am right there. That's a title of the book that everyone I know always likes to laugh at and make fun of. The back says it's an inspirational historical romance. Fill-in father and husband. Sweet mail-order bride Nancy Bennett can't believe it when her husband is exposed as a cattle rustler and killed. And when the banker holding the ranch's mortgage questions whether she can run the ranch on her own, the pregnant widow has nowhere to turn. Until steady foreman Hank Snowden proposes marriage. Racked with grief about his role in Lucas Bennett's death, Hank resolves to do right by the man's wife and child. So it's natural for him to step in as Nancy's newly minted husband. But the marriage of convenience may become more than a mere obligation, if only Hank and his bride can brave the first steps toward elusive true love. I'm not gonna lie, if you guys want to check these out, I actually don't even know if you can still purchase them, but potentially we're looking at doing some videos where I take a book and I read. And I just read the book for everyone, and we're looking at different classics, but potentially the Harlequin novels are up for grabs as well. Next is Killer Countdown. I'm not gonna lie, I may be a little photoshopped in this one. I don't know. I did work out that week, but that one might be a little intense. Maybe. This one says, a reporter helps a sexy senator evade a deadly assassin in this thrilling man on a mission tale. And I've read a bit of this one. It gets raunchy. TV reporter Carly Edwards has the scoop of a century. She's discovered that Senator Shane Jones was diagnosed with a life-altering illness, but she can't help but be drawn to his courage. So when Shane saves Carly's life from a killer, she resolves to keep her story and the irresistible politician alive. A politician and a media personality are a recipe for romantic disaster. The last thing Shane wants is to endanger Carly, but how can he prevent her from getting close when the very air between them sizzles? As their lives are threatened, Shane realizes Carly is the one woman he wants forever, if he can keep them both safe. Next is actually kind of a family favorite. Everyone makes fun of this. Loving Isaac, where I'm Amish. Classic. I'm often called Isaac by some friends and family, just solely off this book. Second chance romance. Isaac Lapp wants to put his once topsy-turvy life back in order. As he works to rebuild his tattered reputation, his one saving grace is childhood pal Ellen Mast, whom he's starting to see as more than just an old friend. But after his flirtation with an English girl, Ellen doesn't fully trust the boy who's always made her heart leap. And even though Ellen's kindness and beauty are helping him become more confident each day, The allure of the non-Amish world beckons. Isaac must make a choice. A life beyond happiness, Pennsylvania, or the woman who might just become his forever home. Super cute. Super cute. And then the last one. A Cowboys Deadly Mission. Man, I look great in these books. Oh, this one's a shorter one. In Midnight Pass, Texas, the law is this cop's passion and one rancher's problem. Damn, that's good. 10 years after they broke up, the sparks and the enmity between a sexy cowboy, Tate Reynolds, and Detective Belle Granger are just as hot as ever. When a body turns up on Tate's family ranch, headstrong Belle catches the case and falls right back into her ex's protective arms. This time, will the savage crime unite them or shatter their love forever? I haven't read that one, but I bet their love just lasts forever. Next one actually will be pretty in topic for this video. It's Unwind Your Mind, the Life-Changing Power of ASMR by Emma Whispers Red. Join the millions experiencing the soothing power of ASMR, autonomous sensory meridian response. With celebrated ASMR artist Emma Whispers Red, as she reveals how to harness this radical new form of sound healing in everyday life. Proven to have similar benefits as mindfulness, ASMR can help you reduce stress and embrace calm anytime, anywhere. In her signature therapeutic style, Emma introduces exercises to help you incorporate ASMR into your daily life, revolutionizing what it means to practice self-care, mindfulness, and healing. Gorgeous. And if you guys want to incorporate ASMR into your daily lives, we really hope you choose our channel and our videos. We hope you appreciate them and they give you the mindfulness you need. Next book we have is The Art of Civilized Conversation, a guide to expressing yourself with style and grace. Just as a civilized conversation can get the morning off to a great start, it can enhance your work life all through the day and invigorate an evening of social life. If you enjoy the art of conversation with your family and friends, you will also shine at breakfast with a client, lunch with coworkers, and dinner with your boss. It's the Swiss Army knife of social skills that anyone can learn to use. Take it with you wherever you go, and you'll be equipped to turn a seatmate into a confidant, an interviewer into an employer, and an acquaintance into a friend. As an accomplished conversationalist, you'll be welcomed everywhere. Everyone loves good conversation because it is fun. I should actually read this book. I tend to overthink a lot of conversations and stumble in my words, and I don't really speak very well in conversation. Might even help me with this channel. The next book I have here is a very classic book. Proof I have the 50th anniversary edition in my hand, so it's quite old. And it's called Catch-22. And you might have heard of this phrase. And I'll read the back and hopefully that'll explain it. There's a little bit of damage on the back here, so there might be some words missed out. I'll try and figure it out. It's one of the most bitterly funny works in the language. Explosive, bitter, subversive, brilliant. From the New Republic. To my mind, there have been two great American novels in the past 50 years. Catch-22 is one, by Stephen King. That quote was from Stephen King. 50 years after its original publication, Catch-22 remains a cornerstone of American literature and one of the funniest and most celebrated books of all time. In recent years, it has been named to best novels lists by Time, Newsweek, the Modern Library, and the London Observer. Set in Italy during World War II, this is the story of the uncomparable, malingering bombardier Yossarian, a hero who is furious because thousands of people he has never met are trying to kill him. But his real problem is not the enemy. It is his own army, which keeps increasing the number of missions the men must fly to complete their service. Yet if Yossarian makes any attempt to excuse himself from the perilous missions he's assigned, he'll be in violation of Catch-22, a hilariously sinister bureaucratic rule. A man is considered insane if he willingly continues to fly dangerous combat missions. But if he makes a formal request to be removed from duty, he is proven sane and therefore ineligible to be relieved. This 50th anniversary edition commemorates Joseph Heller's masterpiece with a new introduction by Christopher Buckley, a wealth of critical essays and reviews by Norman Mailer, Alfred Kazin, Anthony Burgess, and others. Rare papers and photos from Joseph Heller's personal archive, and much more. Here, at last, is the definitive edition of a classic of world literature. And then we just tone it down a little bit by introducing the SpiderMan Handbook. This book is just basically how to become Spider-Man for would-be superheroes of all ages, so I'm feeling very intelligent by owning this book. The SpiderMan Handbook describes everything you need to live the superhero life, from the fine points of web slinging and wall crawling to keeping your identity a secret. You'll also discover how to treat a radioactive spider bite, how to design and build a costume, how to swing from building to building, how to maintain a secret identity, how to take on a gang of henchmen, plus a few skills that would benefit all the Peter Parkers in the world, such as how to deal with a nightmare boss, how to live on a meager income, and more. Complete with colorful step-by-step illustrations, the SpiderMan Handbook is essential reading for all of your web-slinging needs. Fantastic. This one that's actually perfect for our videos is called Happy. 50 mindfulness and relaxation exercises to boost your mood every day. So much like the other ASMR book, this is a great way to just get yourself into a good mindset. Escape negative thoughts and feelings with 50 easy exercises. Clinical psychologist and wellness coach Dr. Arlene K. Ungar, PhD, gives quick and effective mindful and relaxing exercises to encourage positivity and train your mind toward a more joyful outlook on life. The perfect size to keep in your bag or pocket, this guide is designed to be a tool that you keep close by. So open it up to find happiness on the go. Next, if I'm ever reading a book, I really like to find horror one of my favorite books I've read was It by Stephen King. But here we have one of my newer books I've gotten. It's Stephen King's The Institute. I haven't gotten around to reading it, but it has a very, very interesting, kind of mysterious story that I haven't quite figured out really like what it's saying, how the story's gonna go. In the middle of the night, intruders silently murder young Luke Ellis's parents and steal him away from his suburban Minneapolis home. An operation that takes less than 2 minutes. Luke will wake up in a faraway room that looks just like his own, except there's no window, and outside his door are several other doors, behind which are several other kids with very special abilities, and who arrived at wherever here is in the same way Luke did. They're all localized in the area known as front half, which is a good thing. No one ever returns from back half. Nevertheless, the incarcerated children are intended to serve, given that the staff is ruthlessly dedicated to extracting the force of their extra-normal gifts. Cooperation is rewarded, and resistance means brutality. And as each new victim disappears to back half, Luke becomes increasingly desperate to somehow find a way out and get help. Even though no one has ever escaped from the living hell known as the Institute. It says it might be Stephen King's scariest novel yet, so exciting. I'd like to check that out. We'll lighten the mood up just real quick here with a guy walks into a bar book. It's 501 bar jokes, stories, anecdotes, quips, quotes, riddles, and wisecracks. On the back are just a few jokes handpicked out of the book, but I might as well just go through and see if there's any that I enjoy that I can read for everyone. There's a lot of like quotes and stories. I just wanted a quick. An elderly drunk man is sitting at the bar, crying in his beer. "What's wrong, guy?" the bartender asks. "I'm married to a voluptuous 22-year-old nymphomaniac blonde." "So what could be so bad about that?" "I forget where I live." Hilarious. A polar bear walks into a bar and says to the bartender, "I'll have a gin and tonic." "And what's with the big paws?" the bartender asks. "I don't know," the bear says. "My dad had them too." I remember going on a road trip with my mom back in high school, and I had just gotten that book, and I spent the entire road trip reading out those jokes to my mom. She loved them. Some of them are really good, some of them are mediocre. And I'm gonna end this video with a very special book to me. Like I said, I enjoy horror, but I got this book a little while back called The Playground by Matthew Taggart, who is in fact my older brother. He wrote a novel, published it, gave it out to the family, and I'm just very, very impressed and proud, and I just thought it was such an incredible accomplishment. And I wanted to make note of it. I don't know if it's available for purchase yet, but if you can support my brother in any way, please do. He's such an incredible, incredible man. People are vanishing from Steadworth, Texas, without a trace. The townsfolk are stunned to learn the police have no leads. How does someone simply vanish without evidence? That is until 6-year-old Brooke Bennett is taken from Dillard Hill Playground, from right under her mother's nose. Vanished, just like the others. Almost. Whoever took Brooke left only one clue: drag marks and the playground's wood chips leading away from a slide. Officer Jim Brown, a recently posted veteran from Houston, is the only one who suspects that there's more to this than just a simple abduction. In fact, the evidence he finds leads him to discover the terrifying truth lurking beneath the playground. So I hope everybody enjoyed my soft-spoken video today. If you did, please let us know down in the comments. If not, if you just prefer my whispering, that's alright too. And we'd love to hear it either way. But thank you so much for your support, your likes and your comments and everything. Maybe you can comment your favorite book, and maybe we'll try and find more books to read out and try some more soft-spoken videos with those books. And in fact, they might even make it onto our list of books that we want to read just on this channel. So please let us know what you want to hear from us. And again, have a great night, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.